Hey there, science explorers. Have you ever wondered what makes up everything around us? From the air we breathe to the food we eat, it all comes down to three basic building blocks: elements, compounds, and mixtures. These building blocks are like the letters of the alphabet. Just like letters combine to form words, elements combine to form everything we see and touch. Pretty cool, right? In this exciting journey, we'll uncover the mysteries of these building blocks. We'll learn what they are, how they differ, and even do a fun experiment to see them in action. So, put on your thinking caps, and let's dive into the fascinating world of elements, compounds, and mixtures. Let's start with the most basic building block: elements. Think of elements like the superheroes of the science world. They are the simplest pure substances and cannot be broken down further. Each element has its own unique properties, like its melting point, density, and reactivity. For example, oxygen is a gas we breathe, gold is a shiny metal used in jewelry, and hydrogen is the lightest element, known for its flammability. Ever heard of the periodic table? It's like a giant mansion where all the known elements live. Organized neatly in rows and columns, the periodic table is an incredibly useful tool for scientists to study and understand the elements. Now, what happens when these superhero elements decide to team up? They form compounds, of course. Compounds are formed when two or more elements combine chemically in a fixed ratio. Take water, for instance. This essential compound is formed when two hydrogen atoms bond with one oxygen atom, giving us the chemical formula H2O. Here's the interesting part: compounds have completely different properties than their individual elements. For example, both hydrogen and oxygen are gases at room temperature, but when they combine to form water, they create a liquid that's essential for life. Another example is salt, or sodium chloride. Sodium, a highly reactive metal, and chlorine, a poisonous gas, combine to form the table salt we use every day. Amazing how elements can create something entirely new when they work together, right? Section 4. Mixtures, a world of combinations. Now let's talk about mixtures. In simple terms, a mixture is what you get when you combine different substances without any chemical reaction taking place. Think of your favorite trail mix, a delightful blend of nuts, seeds, and dried fruits. Mixtures can be homogeneous, meaning the components are evenly distributed throughout, like salt water. Or they can be heterogeneous, meaning the components are not evenly distributed, like a salad where you can see the different ingredients. The key thing to remember about mixtures is that the substances within them retain their individual properties. You can separate the components of a mixture through physical means, unlike compounds which require chemical reactions to break down. Section 5. The science experiment: salt, sand, and water. Ready for a fun experiment to see mixtures in action? You'll need salt, sand, water, 2 clear glasses, a spoon, and a coffee filter or paper towel. First, mix equal parts salt and sand in a glass. Then add water to the glass and stir well. What happens? Next, carefully pour the salt water through the coffee filter into the second glass. What do you observe? You'll notice that the sand gets trapped in the filter while the salt water passes through. This happens because the salt dissolves in the water, creating a homogeneous mixture, while the sand remains separate. This experiment perfectly demonstrates how we can separate the components of a mixture using their physical properties. So there you have it: elements, compounds, and mixtures, the building blocks of our incredible universe. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop questioning the world around you.